The WEF, the World Economic Forum, is currently being held in Davos, Switzerland. I have encountered a lot of information on the net about the WEF. Some news are positive towards the WEF. Some news are rather negative about the WEF. So let's take a look at some major Swiss newspaper, a tabloid paper, and see what they have to say about the WEF. Let's look at Blick, the online edition of Blick, and see what Blick, this famous Swiss newspaper, has to say and what topics they are discussing about the WEF that is being held in Davos. Let's have a look at that. So some of the topics that are being discussed about the WEF are, for example, how the Swiss police and military needs to protect the invitees of the WEF, and so this is up to 5,000 Swiss soldiers that are currently being stationed in Davos in order to protect those members of the elite or those invitees. Then it also talks about the hypocrisy involved in the WEF, for example, the planes and the means of transportation that is being used in order for those invitees to come and arrive in Switzerland. These guys are emitting a lot of CO2. That's, of course, not a good thing for the environment. Quite the opposite, actually. It's a very bad thing for the environment. And so a lot of these planes are emitting a lot of CO2. Other topics are very important topics, like, for example, the recession or the current world crises that are appearing worldwide. Ukraine, of course, is also being discussed. Other topics that are being discussed are, for example, how prostitutes had to be flown in to Davos in order to cater for the invitees. Then it also talks about unhappy citizens of Davos, the natives of Davos, that are basically unhappy during the WF times, because of course their daily lives are dramatically interrupted. Then it also talks about the expenses of the hotels. For example, there's an example of an Airbnb that now costs almost $50,000 to keep or to rent during the WEF times. And so you see that basically it's a variety of topics that are being discussed, and all this is part of what the Swiss citizens also are exposed to. And so what do the Swiss actually say? What do they think about it? And now when you ask people on the street or when you read the comments in the comment section, you will have pretty much a division among Swiss citizens, and you have people that are embracing the WF, who think that's a fantastic thing that the WF is being held in Davos. They think it's great for Davos. I think it's great for Switzerland. But then you also have those people who are thinking the absolute opposite of this, that they think this is useless. This is just something that has no purpose whatsoever, or the purpose is long gone, it's no longer important, and so on. And so you have basically a very healthy, I would say, division within the Swiss population of people that are supporting the WF and thinking it's a fantastic thing, and those people who think it's not that great. Now, you be the judge. I just showed to you how this actually is being reported, and it's being seen and being discussed. And as you can see here, it's basically very openly reported. It's everything seems very transparent. And so Swiss citizens, if they're interested in what's going on, they have the full view and full understanding of what is being discussed at Davos. And you yourself can now be the judge of this and think how this should be seen.